All right, so we are loading into Overgrowth, our Terran player that is blue from WR Bay. It is Haik, or how do you pronounce that?
I don't know. It's the first time I've seen it. WR Bay is how I'd say it.
No, his name, Haik.
Haik, I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Haik.
cool.
And his opponent in the bottom left of Overgrowth, the red Zerg, up 1-0 in this best of 3. It is just Carter.
As long as no one cheeses someone, dude. Be like, all right, we waited all this. It's just like another 5-minute game or something.
Yep. So I mean, at least we know from Carter, he tends to be a macro player. We've seen him a lot of times in the Nydus tournaments. The dude is awesome, by the way. There's a shout out, Carter. You're awesome. But he is a macro player, man. So it's really up to Haik to set the pace of the game. I imagine Carter's going to look to take as many bases as he can because that's where he feels comfortable.
Yep, absolutely. Rudy joining us in chat. What up, man? I just wanted to say that Haik hangs out with all the 1F crew, so chances are he's a pretty solid player as well, just judging from the company he keeps, or what, however you want to put it. So.
Yep, I got you, man. Dig what you're laying down.
Nice.
So spawning pool going down for Carter now as he grabs his gas. Looks like hatch gas pool there for him. Meanwhile, Haik just grabbing that barracks, and refinery looks like he's probably going to start off with a Reaper expand.
Yep. So Frosty Phoenix joining us in chat. Have you started your round number 2 yet, or have you not? If you haven't, please wait to start your round number 2. We're trying to make sure we don't blow through the tournament so fast that we don't get a show match. Is all. So no big deal. We'll figure it out either way. We just have a little bit of a downtime right now to talk about it. So.
Yep. His first games went a little bit quicker than they usually do, but we'll figure out how many games we got to cast to keep the tournament on time to have the show match.
Yep. We will figure it out. So Carter takes his natural, and behind this, oh shit, look, Carter has the gray square too. I know I have my Zergling skins turned off. I forgot to check that. I will double check everything afterwards, but I did see that happening during the Gauntlet cast today as well, so I'm pretty sure it's just a thing right now involving Gameheart. I could be wrong about that though. But the Reaper's going to come across now and get this scout off and see that there is no third. That's the big piece of information you want at this point.
Yep. We'll have to see if he decides to go up into the main or if he wants to weaken some of these Zerglings. Looks like he's going to throw down the nade and just hightail it out of there, as 6 Zerglings is more than enough to kind of shoo that Reaper away if you got good micro.
Yep. So Ricken's saying that he's got to head out pretty soon. We will save the VOD, man, so you can check out the VOD afterwards when we are done. But thank you for tuning in, man. I know it's like 3 a.m. over there, and we don't have you all liquored up this time, so we'll see you later, man. We do have double factories coming down with double Hellions being produced, so.
Oh, yeah, man. He flips the reactor, or the factory and the barracks. Looks like he's going to move into Hellion play. 6 Lings just out for Carter, and then like we were talking about earlier, we know he likes to drone, so maybe Haik can catch him sleeping a little bit here. But the Roach Warren is just about to finish up for Carter. Not sure if it's just for safety or if he plans to do a big attack.
Yeah, to my knowledge, Carter hasn't poked in with an Overlord yet and saw the double factory or anything. He probably did just see a Hellion come by if he was paying attention to his mini-map. But to my knowledge, he doesn't know about the reactor factory, so we'll see. And he hasn't taken his third yet either, but he has dropped the Roach Warren behind this, so.
Yep, so he should be okay. And he does have 2 Queens, which should be okay to fight off at least these Hellions and Reapers as long as he's microing them. These Creep Teamers might be in a little bit of trouble, though, so very nice pickup there from Haik. Just doing anything you can to waste the energy on those Queens.
Yep, so Carter takes his third behind this, pumps out a couple Roaches, and Haik has 3 Cyclones behind this. Oh, 4, sorry, now in production, so.
This looks like some Hellion Cyclone coming out here. We'll have to see. It's definitely pretty strong Cyclone, good unit. Haik doing a good job of saturating his natural. He is a... Oh, no, he's got this supply. I was going to say he's a little bit blocked. Carter coming in now, though, with that Overlord Scout. Going to see the 2 factories down and another building. He's going to know that he's going against mech.
Yep.
But is it too late?
Is it too late? Yeah, as you said, that Overlord comes in, gets the money scout. Behind this, he chooses to make his hive. Or, sorry, not his hive, his lair, so.
I was like, it's a bold strategy.
Yeah, no. Without a lair? How did he do that? No. So it'll be weird to what he's... Maybe some mutas or something. I know Carter really loves his mutas, but it's a little too early to guess that beat. Behind this, he has a lot of Roaches coming out. And a bunch of these weird squares, whatever that is.
Weird blue squares. Oh, Creep Tumor there, dude. But I'm not sure if that's Envision Hike being on the low side of the ramp. Oh, he does get it. Very nice.
Was that bugging you there for a second or what?
Yeah, it's just like, dude, deny the vision.
Yep, and the Cyclone's going to be able to target down all these Overlords as well and start denying some of that vision from Carter.
Yep. Carter, meanwhile, sitting on that still same small pack of Ling Roach, getting 2 Ravagers, and he's got 3 Queens there to help defend this. But does he need more? Okay, so additional Roaches are coming out now. I was going to say that is kind of a small force for the amount of Cyclones that are out on the map.
Yeah, so he's pumping Roaches and Ravagers behind this and just dropped his Hydra Den. And Haik behind this is choosing to go Cyclones still, so...
1 Cyclone getting picked off as Carter does get a nice surround with his Lings, and I think with those Queens and his army grouped together like that, he probably does have enough to take this on.
Yep. Ricken's saying that's a good idea. Next time I'll bring along some liquor. Alright, so the Hydrogen is about to finish up, and behind us we have an Infestation Pit going down for Carter. And Ricken still has triple factories pumping out Hellions and Cyclones. And now 4th factory is going down as well.
Yep, so this is definitely mech play here. Carter's response to it is to go ahead and drop that, or to be picking up Hydra movement speed. So Hydra definitely a good unit against mech. Roaches not so much. Now that the tank's doing insane amounts of damage. Ooh, getting nice Hellion shots off there on those Lings.
Yep. So behind us he has a bunch of Hydras coming out. 8 now in production. His Infestation Pit is about to finish up. These Roaches are going to be able to come forward and start picking off these Cyclones, but man, they are just...
Goodness.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're just targeting down Roaches pretty fast, so Carter's actually forced to back up.
It's a scary unit, dude. They're just wailing away, but he does back up, goes ahead and targets an Overlord. He does have Blue Flame coming in. Does he have an armory down for Hellbats, or is he just going Hellions with this?
No armory.
Doesn't look like he has
this
armory, yeah.
No.
So maybe some Blue Flame Hellbats would help him kind of hold this as he gets run up on by the Roaches a little bit. But the Cyclones probably, you know, we'll have to see if they can carry him through this. Carter's building up a nice 3-base economy now behind all this. Some Hydras coming out.
Yep. But Haik is doing a pretty good job keeping in there with SCVs. He's only 6 behind right now. So he's doing a pretty good job macroing up as well. And he's producing 6 Hellions, so...
Yep. He's going to come in here, just kind of move around. Unfortunately, he is on creep, so Carter gets full vision of this. Swarm Host coming out from Carter. And I don't think they are Panic Swarm Hosts. I think he actually wants...
Oh, man. They're not accidental? I don't even know what it feels like to make an on-purpose Swarm Host.
Let's just, dude, let's hype the Swarm Host for a second. Look at him. He's out in the game. He's ready, dude. There's a 3rd one, dude. I think there's a 4th one. I think this is on purpose.
Oh, man. It's time. We haven't really seen the new ones yet. Just yet. No one's really been comfortable enough to bust out the new ones. They cost low supply, though, so they're worth using now, for sure.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. They are a majestic-looking unit. So Carter just kind of securing his 3rd over here, making sure that he's batting down the hatches, doesn't get attacked, wants to get up on that 3-base economy. Meanwhile, some creep spread going on. Very nice from Carter, making it hard to take that 3rd for Haik.
Yep, looks like he's coming over to start trying to clean that up. He's still making Cyclones behind this. Still no... Oh, okay, the armory is down now, so... He'll be able to come over here and take down his 3rd. It's going to be hilarious how fast this dies. Oh, it wasn't as fast as I thought, actually.
So in terms of upgrades here, doesn't look like either player has taken any sort of attack or whatever. Carter does have Burrow, so that might help him if he does get, or if he does continue Roach production and gets Burrow underground movement.
He's going full-blown Swarm Host. There's still 5 more in production, man. These weren't on accident.
Nice, dude. Blue Flame now a thing. Unfortunately, those Hellions caught out by themselves. They're going to get ripped apart by those Locusts.
Yep, so the Swarm Host spawns the Locusts. The Locusts clean up all of the Hellions before these Cyclones even come and join up. And it looks like Carter's trying to set up for a bit of a flank. The Cyclones now coming up here and fighting the Hellions, but there's just too much from Carter at the moment.
Absolutely. Those Swarm Host Locusts are really worth their weight in gold in this, as every unit Haik is trading out is for essentially a free unit of Carter's. You know, it doesn't really... He's going to spawn a whole nother army of that in a second here.
Yep. So Haik needs to come in and kind of poke during the cooldown of that. I think now that he knows how many Swarm Hosts are out, he knows he's kind of on a timer with that. But he is going to poke around and see that there's this 4th down, which I think is an excellent scout.
Yep. Trying to get as much efficiency out of those units as possible. Unfortunately, they die a terrible, terrible death.
Terrible. Oh, man.
Creep spread starting to get pretty good now and a little bit out of control for Carter, as Haik's not going to really be able to move anywhere on that without being seen.
Yep, and the worker count is starting to tell a little bit of a scary story for Haik because he's down 54 to 58. He didn't take his third just yet. Oh shit, the swarm hosts are going to be able to spawn locusts here in just a second.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's just too much here for Carter.
Oh god, the swarm. It's real, dude.
Yep.
And there it is.
GG
Haik
is
saying,
called.
Good game. Carter taking game 2 of the series.
Why do those turtles have